On the... Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Quiet on the set.
Kuna Matata.
Man.
Kuna Matata. Good morning, good people.
What a
Where
day. What a day.
I mean, I feel like we say that every day. Every day in this NFL offseason, man. Crazy offseason. We got the NBA going on, March Madness going on in the NCAAs. We got number one ranked tennis players retiring. And the NFL is dominating headlines every freaking day. But here we are, man to man. Again, one half of the Man to Man pod. Darius Butler got my co-host Antoine Bethea.
Yo.
Oh, my dog letting the Barty breathe today. Okay, I see you.
You know what I'm saying?
I see you must got a clean shaving over there or something, huh?
I do got a pretty good lineup. Last me about a week or two. You know what I'm saying?
How long? Because at some point I'm gonna have to get there at some point. But how long does a fresh Baldy one of them joints last?
About a couple hours. And that's real talk, bro. And I had this conversation not too long ago, thinking that a baldy would be less maintenance than having hair, but
you know, a couple hours,
you start feeling them snub, them little joints going back, and for sure, next day you could go back and you can go back over it again. So it's rough out here, man.
Man, I'm gonna hold off. You know, I know you done seen them little clips where they go in the barber chair and they go in with a baldy, or at least with the top back, and come out with whole new waves. I done seen cats come out mohawks, dreads, all type of shit. That ain't in your plans?
Nah, I can't do that.
All right.
I did go to a regenerative conference yesterday in Wake Forest.
Okay.
With a little NFL alumni thing. Shout out to Coach Caldwell, man. He put that thing on, man. And was sitting down there talking with one of the doctors, who's doing massive research to figure out how they can find methods to regrow hair to get the follicles back growing. So I tapped in with him and said, look, if you need a case study,
they've been doing research for that for a while now. But hold on, my end, you frozen. Can y'all see? Is AB moving good on y'all? All right, Tone shaking his head. So hold on, let me see, bum. Let me see. Let me get AB ball 5. Fresh, you know what I'm saying? Fresh baldy. You with doing the research as a pro should do. They've been doing research for that for a while. You see my dog back. Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
All right, so he'll be back. But as we were saying earlier, crazy offseason continues in the NFL. I mean, greatest ever. I mean, most activity, most action. I mean, coming into this offseason, I wouldn't have thought Tyreek Hill would have been on another team. Devontae Adams. We saw the Russell Wilson thing coming. Aaron Rodgers, we knew it was going to be a decision there. Matt Ryan, new starting quarterback for the Colts. Colts finally got a quarterback. We heard the rumblings around, Carson Wentz and the team not being happy with him. But man, what did I miss? I know I had to miss some crazy shit, but we'll get into it. We'll get into all the crazy offseason moves in the NFL. Obviously, up to the latest with Tyreek Hill now being the newest member of the Miami Dolphins. What else? Obviously, the Colts getting their quarterback, and me and AB talked about that last time we were on. We talked about who we would like the Colts to pull the trigger on, whether it was Jimmy G, Baker Mayfield. And AB got his guy. He said Matty Ice or nothing. So we got Matty Ice. So we'll talk about how I feel about that, how he feels about it. Obviously, March Madness got some big matchups coming up with the Sweet 16 on both sides, men and women's. Will Coach K get a title on his way out? Will Coach K be done tonight? Who knows, man? I'm rooting for my Hurricanes, of course. Who else we got? What else we got? Ash Barty. I'm going to be honest with you. I had no idea who Ash Barty was until yesterday. When she retired at the top of her game. Get a little more than that. If you don't know who Ash Barty is, we'll talk about that. Update on Brittney Griner. Update on the vaccine mandates in New York, which something else we called and we knew we'll be wrapping up about this time. What else we got, man? Got a lot to talk about today. A lot to talk about. Joy Taylor interview premiered yesterday. Anybody who tapped in, let me know what you think. Put your thoughts in the comments. I thought it was a great interview. Me and AB had a great time interviewing Joy Taylor. You can find her every day on The Herd. And then she has her own radio show on Saturdays on Fox Sports, the Joy Taylor Show. So go check that interview out after this show's done. But obviously a lot to get into. A lot to get into. Hey, Kevin, stop talking shit about all my teams, all right? I got a lot of teams, okay? Okay? We'll be back after the intro. Hopefully, AB's back on the other side, but we know with Spectrum, 50-50, cuz. 50-50, cuz. Yo, it's just me for now. Might have to get that solo banner up real quick, Tom. You got it. If not, we good either way. I also sent you a private chat, but we back, man. I mean, I might as well kick off the show anyway. You know, one of my, and Kevin said it earlier in the chat. Let me see exactly what Kevin said. I don't like misquoting people, but he said, there we go, boom. Kevin, damn, Darius, one of your 5 teams got real better yesterday. That they did. And this was my first team growing up as a South Florida kid, seeing Dan Marino, Rondé Gaston, Ricky Williams, Sam Madison, Pat Surtain, Zach Thomas, Jason Taylor, Calvin Jackson Sr., RIP, Gene Atkins, Jimmy Johnson. The list goes on with all these great Dolphins teams that I grew up watching. Never got the bowl, but we got a hell of a playmaker. We may have an offense. We may have a quarterback in tour now that we surround him with weapons. I know B-Flow, Brian Flores, I know he's over there in Pittsburgh right now, but he got to be looking at this shit like, man, ain't this some shit? Ain't this some shit? Y'all paying me to lose games. Soon as I'm out the door, y'all going to hire Mike McDaniel and give him everything he needs and more, man. But yeah, the huge news from yesterday, Tyreek Hill getting traded from the Kansas City Chiefs to the Miami Dolphins for a lot of picks, five draft picks, I believe. But I mean, you know how we feel about them draft pick, them picks. This was my initial reaction from this trade. I said the Chiefs should have paid Hill before Devontae Adams. And I heard they tried, but they didn't get it done. Before Devontae obviously got his new deal and reset the market. Tyreek Hill is a Steph Curry of the NFL. You don't let a guy like that walk out of your building. That Kansas City offense won't put fear in anyone's heart without the cheetah. Now, they get a lot of people agreeing with me, a lot of people disagreeing with me, which, that's Twitter, that's life, that's how it's supposed to be. I don't follow people that I always agree with. I don't want people that follow or listen to me to always agree with me. If you always agree with somebody wrong. You know what I mean? But that's my opinion. And Ty Hill impacts the game, the football field the same way that Steph Curry impacts the basketball court, in my opinion. What I mean by that is he takes so much attention. Like it literally changed how defenses across the NFL played, not only Chiefs, but played defense in general. Like when I was playing ball, when AB was playing ball, hopefully we get him back in here soon. It was a lot of single high safety. It was a lot of man-to-man coverage. You had to win matchups. You may lean that safety one way, but guys were, it was a lot of single high. You had to stop the run first. And now you look across the league, defenses, a lot of them are primarily two high safeties. Hey, B, what's good?
Man, how it sound?
Oh, shit. Now you sound good. It's just it's a little delayed on my end. We'll see if the AB good, y'all. Give us a 5 count real quick, bro. This live programming right here. This is what y'all get.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We Gucci, we Gucci.
Nah, it look like I'm watching what's that Netflix show? When they robbing that bank for like 5 years. But shit, we can hear you though, so that's all that matter, man.
Nah, let's get it popping.
Yeah, sound on point. So just jumped into that Ty Hill, posted my tweet. We was talking about Ty Hill being traded to Miami. Obviously how it impacts Kansas City, how it's going to impact the Dolphins, and how Tyreek Hill has impacted the NFL in general. I was just getting into my comparison with Ty Hill and Steph Curry, that a lot of people had a lot to say about it, and just how they impact the field. How he impacts the field forces you to play either too high safety or safety all the way over on top of where 10 is, which allows the other receivers, the underneath guys, to work and kill and beat one-on-one matchups, and obviously gives a different defensive look for Pat Mahomes as well. Number one, how did you feel about this news when you heard it? Because it happened kind of quick, at least from when I initially heard the news. And then number two, do you agree or disagree with my Ty Hill Steph Curry comparison?
Man, the news was crazy. I think that's just how free agency's been this year. Interesting moves, and this was really one at the top for everybody. Tyreek Hill going over to the Dolphins. For one, like you said, it changes the whole dynamic of the Kansas City Chiefs offense. I don't think it puts pressure on the defense like an offense with Tyreek Hill. That's where Kelsey was able to get all of his most of his catches, because of, like you said, you was running those two highs and you had to have eyes on number 10. So interested to see how that offense will be able to flow. You still got Patrick Mahomes, you still got Travis Kelsey, but the cheetah, man, he was a big factor in what that offense and how that offense ran. Now you go to one of your teams, the Dolphins. You bring in Tyreek Hill, you got Waddle, you got three high quality receivers over there.
A lot of speed over there.
Yeah, a lot of speed. So and even at the tight end position, I like Mike G. You bring in some old linemen. So now Tua has no excuse. There's no excuses for Tua now. I think you were high on him coming out. A lot of people were high on Tua coming out. He has no excuse this year. So, he has all the weapons for him to take those next steps. And I'm excited to see it. Huge move by the Miami Dolphins. I think they had to make that move. As far as your comment on Tyreek Hill as the next Steph Curry, I see where you was getting at with that. Just with the way they both affect the game in ways that we really haven't seen in the games past. But I still think Steph Curry affects the game in a much powerful, more meaning. I'm not gonna say meaningful, but more powerful way than Tyreek Hill. But I do get your comparison.
Okay. That's good enough for me. That works for me. But man, I'm excited. I'm excited to watch this Dolphins offense. Obviously, you still got to fill some holes on defense, but you made some signings across the offensive line. Went and signed the best tackle available as well with T. Armstead, who is also a rapper too. I heard. I don't know if you saw that clip of him that's been circulating. It was about a minute clip. Hey, I'm gonna send it to you. He got some bars. He got some shit to him. I see why he wanted to get down here, man.
You might need to make a move, Maul.
Hey, get back down to Miami, Maul. But I see why he got down. He probably trying to get on with that Maybach music. But I like what they doing, man. Like I was saying earlier, I know Flores got to be hot right now, looking at all this artillery that they're giving Mike McDaniels in his first year to succeed and tour. And the spotlight gonna be on tour now. You know, like I said, I was high on him coming out, higher on him once the Dolphins actually drafted him, and I had to root for him. I wouldn't have took Herbert before him at that point because I didn't know enough about Herbert. I didn't do enough research. I wasn't in those rooms like those guys are now. Damn sure would have took Burrow, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. It's only year 3, and I know we are so quick to judge quarterbacks. He's been decent. Now he's got some real weapons around him. And coming into these games against the Dolphins, it's gonna be a track meet. You got one of your guys too, Chase Edmonds, who you had on your fantasy team last year, who did work last year, was a little banged up in and out of lineup. Mostert as well with San Fran, who's been banged up in San Fran, but whenever he's in there, he's been special. Obviously, he's got history with McDaniels. And then we talked about the receivers. Cedric Wilson from Dallas. We got Waddle, who's our high first-round pick last year. And now Tyreek Hill. Now, I don't expect this production to be what it was in Kansas City because you had Andy Reid, Eric Bieniemy, Patrick Mahomes. And I'm sure Tyreek Hill benefited some from Travis Kelce as well. I think Kelce benefited more from Hill. But having those 3, I can't believe the Chiefs let him go, especially with the arms race going on in the AFC West. And you just gave away a nuke, man. How do you think the Chiefs? Where do they go from here? Are they still going to be top dogs in the AFC, top dogs in their division? What you see them doing next year and going forward?
I don't know. I mean, top dogs in their division. I mean, you see what the division's been doing. You see what Denver's been doing. You see what the Chargers, they've made some moves to solidify their defense, and then the Raiders, man, the Raiders are making some real strong moves too. So even with Tyreek Hill, I would say I'm not sure what the Chiefs would look like, in the AFC West this year or in the AFC. I still think the Chiefs, they're going to be a problem. You got Andy Reid, you got Eric Bieniemy, you got Andy Reid, and you got Patrick Mahomes. So of course, with the coaching and with the ability at the quarterback, you still got Travis Kelce. I think you still will have you still gotta come to work when you play the Chiefs. It's just that when you think of Tyreek Hill, you look at the plays that he made when he was out in the field.
I ain't scared no more.
It's just a different beast. You know what I'm saying? So again, that's why this is why I guess you pay Pat Mahomes at almost $500 million. You know what I mean? So we will see, but it's going to be a different look. Like you said, me playing safety, and I'm looking at the Chiefs now. Before I'm lining up at 20, now I can come up to 15. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just the mindset of the defenders, the D coordinators. It's just a different mindset now when you're looking at the Kansas City Chiefs. But I do believe, and I can't sit here and act like that, but you have a guy like Andy Reid, Coach Eric Bieniemy, and you have Pat Mahomes. You still got to respect those guys. So I'm not going to sit here and act like that. But it does change the landscape from a defender.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people, especially with the early success that these receivers are having coming into the league, the Jamar Chases, the Justin Jeffersons, it's not, guys. Waddle last year had success even with that terrible offensive line that Miami had, and Tua dinking and dunking down the field. But Waddle had some success last year. So a lot of people were like, "Hey, this is a receiver heavy draft," and it's Andy Reid. You can just replace him. That Tyreek Hill shit was different, man. He been in the league 6 years, 6 Pro Bowls, 2-time, really 3 times first team All Pro, but once as a returner. One of those Pro Bowls was as a returner as well. And then so 5 Pro Bowlers as a wideout. So special, man. It's not obviously his speed is the first thing that comes to mind, but quick, the combination of speed and quickness, and his little ass go up and get the ball. At the point of attack, he's strong at the point of attack.
It's playmaking ability, D-Buck. You've been in the league. I've been in the league. The people in the comment section watch the game. It's been a number of receivers that's been fast that could take the top off of a defense.
You see him every year at the combine.
Every year, running 4.2, running low 4.3s. But to what you just mentioned, what he adds to the game is his start to stop is incredible. Like you said, being able to high point the ball is incredible. And he's strong. You know what I mean?
Strong as shit.
And it's different. So to say that it's a wide receiver heavy draft, that don't mean shit to me, because I'm not sure. And again,
he would have been untouchable for me. I ain't gonna lie. The Chiefs, I know we paid Mahomes all that money, but right after Mahomes, I would have had to keep 15, 10, and 87. And everybody else.
You know how tough that is.
Extremely, especially when you got Devontae Adams getting 28 a year.
Yeah.
D-Hop, same thing. And now shit. Yeah. So I mean, that was a double whopper for the Raiders. They got Devontae Adams, made him the highest paid receiver.
And got cheated out of there.
And then got to cheat up out of the division. So, that's going to be a fun division to watch. But if I had to go back and re-rank these quarterbacks now in that AFC West, I had Mahomes 1A, Herbert 1B last time, I think. I'm going to have to switch him now. I got to switch him now.
Derek Carr at 1 now.
Shit me. Herbert at 1 now. I got Herbert at 1. I got Mahomes. I got Russ. And then I got D. Carr. But I'm excited to watch it, man. I'm excited to watch it. I'm excited to watch that AFC East, too. You think the Dolphins, obviously you got the Bills over there. I feel like they got better this offseason as well. I tried to recruit Steph Diggs yesterday a little bit, too. So they got better. The Bills got better. Obviously, the Dolphins got better. I think the Jets got better, too. Everybody getting better now. This is even before the draft. Where you think the Dolphins land in that division?
I still got the Bills at the top of the division. I've seen them get it done, right? I've seen them get to the point. They still haven't got to the show yet, but I've seen them make that machine work. Obviously, it looks great on paper. What the Dolphins
lost OC too now. Dayball, who's been
we had Stephon Diggs in studio, and he was like, they're gonna be good. He doesn't think that they're gonna fall off. So I believe my guy.
Okay.
So the Dolphins, again, it looks great on paper, but as we all know, we got to see it happen. We got to see all the pieces come together and make it work. I think everybody's excited to see it. I might have them second.
Ooh, so they jumped the Patriots?
Yeah, I think so.
That's all I wanted to hear.
I think so. But again, we got to play ball. We got to play the game. We got to play the game.
We had to rank those Bama quarterbacks last year. Remember, we had Hurts, we had Tua, we had Mac Jones. Tua should, with what's around him now, Tua should be the best of that bunch this year. But like you said, we shall see. But moving on to our squad, the Colts. We finally made a big splash, got our quarterback. I think we would both agree that it's an upgrade from Carson Wentz last year. We had Matt Ryan available, Baker Mayfield available, Jimmy G available, who rumors came out they would have went after him if it wasn't for the shoulder and he'd been out, whatever. But was it Monday we had this conversation?
Yeah.
We get a little flashback of who you want. Let's see who you want. Right now, with the Colts, Matt Ryan,
Matty Ice,
Baker Mayfield,
Matty
Jimmy
Ice.
G. That's who you want. That's who you go with, Matty Ice.
Yeah. Yes. That's who I'm going with, Matty Ice.
GMAB. Why Matty Ice? You said it quick, too. You didn't even let me finish naming the guys available.
Yeah, the GM. I'm going strictly off the film. Just playing the quarterback position, I like Matty Ice better.
Matty Ice, I feel like we going right back down that Phillip Rivers.
Hey, and Phillip Rivers was way better than Carson Wentz and all them.
Got your guy. You got your guy. We got it for a 3rd round pick. So you said
you can't beat that.
And you said a 2022 3rd round pick. You also said that you still have faith in Chris Ballard. You trusted Chris Ballard, and we moved around with our draft position. Got some, really got in a better draft position. If you look at both trades, and we got better at quarterback. I would have felt better about whoever we got, whether it be Jimmy G, Matt, whoever, a week earlier. So now we can go pick some of these receivers, but we got our quarterback. We got better. How you feel about the move, and how you feel about the Colts going forward? What else do we need to do now? Because I got some thoughts.
Yeah. So again, I tweeted this out. Given the circumstance of where we was at in the draft, letting our starting quarterback walk, I feel as though this was the best move for the team, for that offense to go sign, to go get Matt Ryan, a proven vet. Somebody that if we had to go play tomorrow, I would want him in my huddle, right? Just because of the leadership. We kind of talked about, not knowing what that leadership looked like coming from Baker. That's the guy that I would want in my locker room with the younger guys, learning the new offense, being able to, gather that information. I just felt as though he was and looking at just playing the position. We kind of talk about Jimmy G. They say Jimmy G can give you 1 or 2 bonehead players a game. Like,
hey, Matty Ice, he gonna give you something too now. Should I get beside ourselves?
Well, I haven't heard that. I know you said Jimmy G's gonna give you 1 or 2 bonehead plays. I really haven't heard much of Matt Ryan's gonna give you 1 or 2 every game. If you're going into every game thinking that, I haven't heard that. And then Baker, we just don't know what we're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? So again, Matt Ryan, given the situation, that was the pick, and I liked it. Chris Ballard, great job on that. As far as other things that I feel as though the Colts need, we need to go get a corner. Stephon Gilmore's out there. Stephon Gilmore's out there. I feel as though we need to go get a
Is James Bradbury available? I've been seeing I saw him connected to the Chiefs as a possible. I like Bradbury. I know he had somewhat of a down year last year, but I like him. I like where he's at age-wise, and I like how he plays the game. But I'm right there with you with needing a corner.
Yeah, corner. If we can go get a receiver, I would like them to add another receiver in the room.
Julio. I know we talked about Julio a couple weeks ago. Now
I'm not mad at Julio. Again, to everybody that's listening, you have to think about this. Like, what are you expecting from Julio? Now, don't bring him in the building expecting a 2011 Julio Jones. Now, a pro's pro, a guy that's going to come in and work, a guy that's familiar with Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan's familiar with Julio Jones. He'll be able to give you some. So I think of this move like if we go get Julio, like a AJ Green when they went and got him out in Arizona. You know what I'm saying? Give you some good plays, give you some good games, or whatever the case may be. But you have to ask yourself, what are you expecting if we go out and get Julio? That's my thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at the Julio move. Without Matt Ryan, I would. But with Matt Ryan, obviously, like you can't replace all those reps and all those game reps, all those situations those two guys have been in together on the prep, because that's what Matt Ryan needs more than anything. He's going to be a statue in the pocket, so he's not going to be a guy that can extend plays. He's going to be accurate in that short to intermediate game, and he needs guys that not only are skilled and talented, fast, big, whatever, but know how to beat coverages, know how to get in certain spots, be there when because Matt Ryan is, you get to that back foot on the 5th, the 7th step, the whatever, that ball coming out, he need that receiver to be right there. So you don't want a 37-year-old quarterback coming in trying to develop Michael Pittman into being a number one. Like right. You need a guy that he already has that continuity with, already has that comfortable, even like a Jarvis Landry. Like that's a pro's pro. You know,
I like Jarvis Landry. You know, I like that.
Yeah, I would love Jarvis once again for those same reasons. He's a guy who he has that skill set of beating coverages, beating DBs, getting to a spot, making tough catches, being available, get to, the Hunter Renfrow, the Cooper Kupps of the world, like being available for that quarterback and get to that spot, because that's what Matt is gonna need. But I went back and watched. I'm no Russell Wilson, but I watched about 7-8 of Matt's games last year. Now, man. Uh-oh's right now. He wasn't surrounded by a great cast. I'll give him that first and foremost. Russell Gage was his top target, and he went and got paid for the buck, so he was decent. Kyle Pitts was a rookie at the tight end position, barely got in the end zone. Come on now, Matt. But Matt Ryan, I don't know who noticed, Ben Roethlisberger had more touchdowns and less interceptions than him last year. But anyway, I went back and looked at all the quarterbacks in the 37 and their 37-year-old year.
You look at all you watch film on all of them?
Nah. I looked at their stat. I only watched film on Matt, but Phillip Rivers had some numbers. I was kind of taken back by Phillip Rivers, but Phillip Rivers, his 37-year-old year, should I say, played all 16 games, went 12-4, 508 attempts, 4,300 yards, 32 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Drew Brees played all 16 games, went 7-9. Led the league in completions, attempts, and yards. 5,200 yards, 37 TDs, 15 picks. Eli Manning, 4,300 yards, 21 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, went 5-11, started all 16 games. Aaron Rodgers, his is just astronomical. 48 touchdowns, 5 TDs, MVP, 13-3. Brady, 12-4, blah, blah. 33 TDs, 9 interceptions. Matt Ryan last year, at 36. Played 17 games, went 7-10, threw the ball 560 times. This is 17 games, 3,900 yards, 20 TDs, 12 interceptions. Big Ben at 38, 3,800 yards, 33 TDs, 10 interceptions, went 12-3. So I mean,
so what?
Those guys did a lot of good things. Matt Ryan at a year younger. It wasn't good. Wasn't good. So we got to surround this guy with a lot of talent. That's what we got to do in Indy to have a chance, because that good run game, that good offensive line. No. That good offensive line, that shit sound good until it's 3rd and 6. And you got to throw that ball until it's a 2-minute drive. And you got to get a left tackle. And we definitely got to surround him with some. We got Mo Alley. That's our number 1 tight end right now. Number 1 receiver is Michael Pittman.
Man,
I mean, after that,
get this meat. You got you keep scooting over to this media shit, bro. Like, I think you the guy that said numbers. You got to look at the film. Like, what was going on?
I did. I went and looked
at Russell Wilson. You looked at all 17 games.
No, I watched 8. I tell you, I watched 8. I watched a couple from the beginning of the season, a couple in the middle, and then a few at the end. And I mean, it was, like I said, if you're surrounded with some good, like some real legit dudes that done did it in the NFL, I think we'll be all right. But we in the AFC, dog.
That's every quarterback needs legit dudes.
Yeah,
that's
touche.
That's not to be said. Like, every quarterback needs dudes. If you find me,
if you look at these other guys, they didn't have great surrounding.
You find me a quarterback that doesn't have solid dudes around them. That's not easy.
I think Derek Carr had a pretty good year. Waller was banged up. Hunter Renfrow was really wide receiver 1 from wire to wire. But another conversation for another day. But Matt needs some big time playmakers. And I ain't talking about young rookies and MPJ. We need some dudes. But we We need to make a trade, man. We gotta do something. Need left tackle too. Needed left tackle, big time. I wish we'd have got Armstead, but my dog, one of my teams got him, so we'll be all right. But Tyler Lockett, I would love Tyler Lockett. But anyway, so Matt Ryan, new Colts quarterback. We got our 2022 quarterback. We will be in a quarterback market again soon. He'll be 37, so it's a short-term fix, but at least a fix. You think we're tied right now with the Tennessee Titans, tied for the best odds to win the AFC South. What are our chances in the division?
Sure, we right there. I think we're right there. You know, obviously, again, man, we gotta go play the game. But I feel as though the Colts, they can get the crown back. They can get the crown back. You know, again, I think we need a few more pieces, 1 or 2 more pieces. But I'm confident. I'm confident in our Colts. I'm confident.
Well, you got the confidence for the both of us right now.
Yeah.
For the both of us right now. All right, who we got, man? I wonder what's going to be the next big move this offseason. This shit been unpredictable.
We still got a lot of guys out there.
Like who? Well, quarterbacks start there. Who got to be moved?
So we got Jimmy G still hasn't landed anywhere. Baker still not anywhere. He's not with a team.
Damn it, Jimmy. Where for that shoulder, man?
Now and then you talk about Bobby Wagner gonna come in and make a difference.
He was visiting with the Rams.
The Rams. You got Honey Badger. He's gonna go somewhere and make an impact.
Make an impact.
You got Stephon Gilmore. He's gonna go somewhere and make an impact.
Who else is out there? Armstead Wink got signed.
You got OBJ. Obviously, coming off of ACL, but again, these ACLs are different now in 2022 than it was 20 years ago. So, him being able to come back healthy will make an impact. I think I seen the Cleveland Browns, or he said that he will be open to go back to the Cleveland Browns.
I saw that.
Yeah.
John Johnson was on his live last night. I saw that before we got on. It said, yeah, OBJ coming back, but you ain't heard it from me. He commented on the Matt Ryan trade too. He said, a lot of people basically just said that Matt Ryan to the Colts is fire, and a lot of people sleep on it. So, I had to hit, it's only going to be 5. We get some pass catchers around him. So we'll see, though. But that'll be dope if we get a guy like that to come in. Obviously, he'll be a guy that'll come in probably around mid-season and finish the season with any team that he's on. The Rams GM came out publicly and said they want him back, but we know that don't mean shit unless that paper looking right.
Yeah.
So we shall see, man.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson, man. Yeah. Dang, it's gonna be crazy going into the season trying to rank these AFC teams, especially with the powers with Hill leaving. You got Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, Broncos, Bills, Browns, Bengals,
Cincinnati. That should have been the first team you said.
My bad, cuz they are the defending AFC champs. I apologize for the disrespect.
But nah, the AFC gonna be tough, man. Like, I don't think I've seen the AFC like this in a long time.
This like that throwback. When it was either Brady, Big Ben, Peyton, or the Ravens defense.
But that was top heavy though. That was, like the teams you just named. That was about 10 teams that you just named that got a real good chance of winning the AFC.
And I felt like that's kind of because last season I felt like it was one of the better seasons in a while. I think part of that was it coming off the COVID year, but it was a lot of parity. Like anybody could get beat any week, and then you took that right into the playoffs. I think it was a couple weeks in the playoffs where like underdogs maybe had went like 4-2 or some crazy shit like that. So Yeah, I'm excited for that, man. Like you said, who else? Like the Gronk still a free agent. J.C. Treader, I believe, unless he's got signed. What is this? This is from Monday. Akeem Hicks, Clowney, Calais Campbell, tackle Dwayne Brown, Melvin Ingram, cornerback Bryce Callahan.
What you think about the Colts going to get Dwayne Brown?
I mean, I'm not that head over heels about that sign on. He about what, 37, 38?
Yeah.
I know he up there. I mean, he'll be a vet, a guy who knows what he's doing, but nah, I wouldn't. I'd rather you draft a second rounder, or move up in the draft. You got a little draft capital now. So I wouldn't. I'd say too old. Even though that's a position that we've seen guys play well, deep into their 30s. Even 40 last year with Whitworth, but I feel like those are outliers. So I wouldn't be excited about that. Oh man, but yeah, it's gonna be exciting, man. Another exciting year around the corner. What else we got? Talked about gotta be the craziest NFL offseason. A quick rundown of NFL moves. Tyreek traded, Rush traded. Yeah, we talked about all this. Amari Cooper. It seemed like a month ago now. Amari Cooper got traded,
and at first everybody was going crazy, but now everything that's going on, that was light work.
That was like Aaron Rodgers and Russ came out the same day, and we thought that was this offseason crazy.
So what's been the wildest move for you this offseason? Give me your wildest move this offseason.
The wildest move this offseason, I would have to say Devontae Adams leaving the Packers and going to the Raiders, especially once it came out that the Packers were willing to pay him that same amount of money. I say Adams leaving a back-to-back MVP to go, play with his best friend, play at Las Vegas. But that one. I go with that one, Devontae Adams. What about you? That shit was crazy.
So I was gonna say Devontae Adams, but I agree with you on there. I agree with you on that one. But I think the Deshaun Watson situation was wild. I think that was the wildest right there, because it was 5 years, all guaranteed, and then the way it was structured, like the
If we factor in contracts,
yeah. I think that was the wildest move all season so far.
Yeah, factor in the money, 1,000% Deshaun Watson, because not only the 5 for 230 fully guaranteed is bananas, but the way everything transpired, after him going to court, not getting the charges, and then all the teams just coming and basically submitting their best offers, and him doing the Bachelor, basically, you're out of it, you're all right, you're up. Nah, you know what I mean? That whole situation, how it played out, yeah, I'm with you there. But so Adams for me, Deshaun Watson for you. If we talking money, I know that the contract kind of backloaded, but that 6 for 120 is absolutely bonkers for Von Miller out there with the Bills.
But I don't see him seeing all 6 of those years.
No, hell no. Yeah, at 5 230 fully guaranteed that.
That's it right there.
That's crazy. To the Browns. So that whole situation with Baker Mayfield, man. The boy said, "Yeah, I want out. I want to be traded."
Nah, you ain't going nowhere. First, it was you ain't going nowhere.
Hey,
and then it was like, man, you can roll. You good. Get up out of here.
Okay, so he said Baker Mayfield still guaranteed $18.5 million. And I'm saying a lot of people talk about Baker now, and I think it's gone a little too far. The Baker Mayfield disrespect. I'm not a big Baker Mayfield guy, as I think anybody who listens to this show should know. But I think he's for sure a starting quarterback in the league. I will put him around middle of the pack. Last year, he played hurt. I know for me and you, we feel the same way. No excuses, no explanation when you take the field. But we saw him the year prior. We saw him his rookie year. We know he can play ball. So where do you think the best situation for Baker Mayfield for this next season is going to be?
I mean, shit.
But like people saying like he not even a starter anymore. He going to be a backup for the rest of his career. And I'm not on that train. I think he's still a starter. I think he starts somewhere next year to open the season.
But I mean, okay, you say that, like, but where? Like, I think the only options right now is Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to make a move in Carolina and get something shaking out there,
I would say Carolina too, but I just remember a report that I saw yesterday that there was mutual disinterest between Baker Mayfield and Carolina Panthers.
But at this point, like who?
Yeah,
who can where can he go? It's drying up right now.
The streets is dry right now.
So you might have to go somewhere as a backup this year.
Seattle. Where could Baker start? Baker started Seattle, start Carolina. Saints got Jameis back.
I'm waiting to hear this.
Atlanta. Because he's kind of lucky that it's not a big, market. Yeah, I'm not in the draft right now.
But I'm just saying, they just signed Marcus Mariota, so they're not going.
The Falcons did. Damn. Yeah, I'm tripping.
They're not about to go back and get Baker.
Nah, I'm tripping. I forgot about that. Yeah. Damn, Baker. Damn, Baker. So
it might be a case where you might gotta be in that meet. Well, they're gonna get him out of there before the season. But just imagine if he's still with the Browns.
You think the Browns waiting to? Well, shit, because you got to see how long Deshaun will be suspended for, if he's going to be suspended. But let's say he's suspended for 8 games.
But you signed
Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah. So it might be a situation you hold them like for the draft, and draft day you might get some calls or whatever. Yeah, but again, I don't know what teams need a quarterback besides Seattle, who really, really need a quarterback besides Seattle.
Damn, cuz. Hey, that had to be you, babe. We shall see. It's gonna be interesting for my man.
I think Bud
Lions.
I mean, that's if you think it's
an upgrade.
Then Bud said the damn, I can't even
I take Davis Mills over. Somebody said Texas. I'll take Davis Mills. Right.
So
imagine Baker being the Browns backup this year. Boy, might explode during the game.
And I was just thinking that. I'm like that, but that's not good for the room. So we definitely gotta get that.
Yeah, can't do that.
Yeah, that's not good for the room.
Can't do that. I think you need a new offense too. I don't think that offense did him any favors. But like I said, talent-wise, I still think Baker Mayfield is a starting quarterback in this league. But the situation got to present itself. And as quarterback needy as this league always is, and how thirsty they are to move on and get somebody a shot, he'll get another shot next year. I guarantee it. The Giants.
Man, Giants got
Taylor.
They not going.
You got T2, you got Daniel Jones. Shit, we don't know what's up with Daniel Jones took that neck. We shall see though. Yeah, Tennessee. He better than Tannehill? I'm just throwing names out there, man. I'm trying to find a spot for my dog, man.
Sure, he can come to your crib then if you want to find a spot.
Man.
Down Florida, you want to find him a spot.
Man.
But what Nikita said, like timing, man, timing is bad for him right now. Like at this point, sign with a team. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you already getting 18. You know what I'm saying? So you sign with a team for, say you getting 6 or they give you 7 or whatever. Like
He guaranteed 18 next year.
That's what I'm saying. He's guaranteed 18, but I don't know, whatever, however that contract situation go, you guaranteed 18, but team might do X, Y, Z, whatever the case may be. You might have to sit. You might have to sit down this year. I ain't saying
USFL starting next month.
Hey,
Steve Young played.
Stay your ass off that USFL. You might gotta sit. I ain't saying you pray on anybody downfall, but injuries.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Injuries happen. You go out there, be able to show what you can do. Being that you healthy, but he gonna be sitting come week 1.
Hey man, I say all right, you say you're gonna be sitting. I say Baker. I don't know where. I say Baker Mayfield start. I like Baker Mayfield over Mitch Trubisky, if we've been honest. And there have been reports that the Steelers will pounce on him if they cut him. I don't know how true that is, but I'll take Baker over Mitch Trubisky. But you say he's gonna be on the bench. You say he's gonna be holding the clipboard. Come September 2022, I say he's gonna be out there taking a snap for somebody. But as always, we shall see. One of us gonna be right. But like we said earlier at the top of the show, if you haven't checked out the Joy Taylor interview, go check it out. I'm gonna show a teaser real quick, another one. Then we're gonna fly around the sports world before we get up out of here.
Joy Taylor said she.
You said what?
Joy said she with the shits.
She with the yes. That's for sure.
So I saw Gothica with Halle Berry. So I thought I wanted to be a doctor in an asylum. If you're a kid growing up, you're more of a fan of players now than you are.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It's your basketball.
Right.
Yeah.
If they are the guy, you're losing time where you could bring in more expensive free agents and veterans to build around him so that you can make a Super Bowl run. Because as I mentioned earlier, the way to win a Super Bowl is when your quarterback does not have a huge cap hit. Well,
that's how the Chargers go in it this year. But I mean,
Russ has always been, up until last year, Russ has always been go Hawks.
The perfect soldier,
right?
Company guy.
Yeah, no, I just always thought it was some of that was BS though. Like
some of what?
That Russ, company guy. I just thought some of that was.
I mean,
was
it always is.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
it always is, because everything isn't always perfect, so we know that. But to publicly, he was the best, along with like a Tom Brady, at just being like, nope, it's on me. Just pour water on the fire. Let's move on. Like he was the anti-drama guy for the long.
Yo, y'all go check that out. But
that was a good one. That was a good one.
Real good one, man. Like we spoke on earlier, the mandates in New York should be getting lifted today. According to Sean posted that yesterday. I reposted on my Twitter. Restrictions lifted. Kyrie Irving, unvaxxed MLB players should be ready to play in NYC. We know them baseball, the Yankees, the Mets.
Hey, man. How
did it go, AB? How it go up there in New York?
Hey, that tone changed real quick. Like, look at here. I know all that bullshit y'all doing over there in Brooklyn. But nah, we ain't letting that ride.
That shit changed real quick, man.
Quick. That tone was different.
Brittney Griner update. Obviously, a very serious situation over there in Russia. You want to take this one? Because I might struggle with that second word.
Yeah. The U.S. consular officials were able to visit with Brittney Griner in Russia. For the first time Wednesday, reported that she was in good condition, in quotes. A State Department spokesperson told CNN she's been in custody since February 17th.
Wow.
That's wild. So prayers to Brittney Griner. I know her family's going through it as well. She will get back here safely. But
sure. Glad to hear that she, in good condition too.
Yeah.
But hopefully she makes it back here safely. And sooner than later, man. Free Brittney Griner. Big free Brittney Griner show for sure. Take a quick look at the matchups. Sweet 16 starts tonight.
Hey.
starts tonight, man. All right, AB, who's going to the Elite Eight? Real quick, man. Tell us who's going to the Elite Eight. Arkansas versus Gonzaga. Who wins that one?
We have an upset tonight, right there. Arkansas over Gonzaga. Hey, I got Michigan over Villanova.
Ooh.
I got Duke. Duke is playing really well. And I'm gonna take Arizona. Yeah, so I got Arkansas, Michigan, Duke, Arizona, and tomorrow I'm gonna go St. Pete. I'm gonna go St. Peter's.
Come on, man. They about to get there. They lose it by at least 15. Book it, mark it, bet it.
I got St. Peter's. I'm taking Providence. Play some really good basketball. Providence, UNC, and Miami.
Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna go from tomorrow back to today. I got Miami. I'm going UCLA just because I want your Tar Heels to lose. I'm going Kansas. I'm going Purdue. I got Arizona today. I got Duke today. Coach K gets to another Elite Eight. I want Michigan to win, but I got Villanova, and then I'm taking Gonzaga. So I got all the favorites today, pretty much. So you know my shit gonna get
ate up,
messed up. Facts. Pause.
Favorite. The women.
The women's
bracket like this, damn. Like,
they got it all confusing, man. Come on, man. I got South Carolina over North Carolina.
I'm with you.
Iowa State over Creighton.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm gonna go with the upset. I got Ohio State over Texas.
I got Texas, and then I got Stanford.
Me too. I'm with you on Stanford. I like Maryland though. I like them girls out in Maryland. They play ball, but Stanford powerhouse. I'm going Stanford in that one. On the Louisville, Tennessee, who you got?
I got Louisville.
I'm going Louisville as well. I got Michigan over South Dakota.
I'm with you there.
I'm going Notre Dame, number 5, upset over NC State.
I'm going NC State.
And then I got UConn over Indiana.
And I got Indiana over UConn.
Hey, man, how did I know? For those of you who are like me, Ash Barty, I know AB is a huge tennis fan. He said it on this show a few times. So go ahead and tell us about Ash Barty, man.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna front. This one bypassed me. World number 1 ranked tennis player retired at 25.
She's been dominant too.
She said it's been a lot going on, man. And hey, man, it's tough, man. It's tough. I feel as though I'm thinking she'll take some time off. She'll take some time off, you know what I mean? Get out of the spotlight, get all her stuff together, man. But look at this, man. World number 1 for 121 weeks, including the last 114, 4 Grand Slam champs, 3 singles, 1 doubles, 14 singles and 12 double titles, 305, 102 singles, 264 doubles record, prize money close to 24 million, ranks 14th all time in women's tennis at the age of 25.
That's
at
impressive.
The age of 25. But again, man, not only for athletes, man, I think for everybody, man, it's just been a time where we really focusing on the mental, man. And you gotta, for you to be good in anything, man, like you gotta be to be great in anything. Even be good though, D. But even for for you to even be mediocre for real. This real talk. I ain't even joking. For you to be mediocre, bro, like you really gotta be good, because it's in the sporting world. I would say it's hard to be average, right? Now, if you look at it, it's hard to be average, right? So you really gotta have your psyche at the right place, and I think what not only athletes but just what people in general are doing now. They're focusing on self, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think
put your mental health. Yeah, put more of a priority on your mental health, mental well-being for sure.
Yeah, man. So good for her, man. Hope all is well. But again, I hope it's a situation where she's just stepping away from the game for for a little bit. She got close to 24 M, so she like, man.
Yeah, that's what she made. That's only what she made on the court. So there's no telling what she made, you know, endorsements and all the other stuff. But good for her, man. 25 in that tennis world, they start young. You know, we start young too, but you know, they got juniors and they are on the road and traveling and playing, and it's a hell of a commitment mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all the above for not only you but your family. So she says she's ready to achieve some other things. And leaving at the top of the game, I think her and Pete Sampras may be the only one that left with the title that she just won Wimbledon last year too. So shout out to Ash Barty. Like I said, I ain't gonna lie and pretend like I knew who she was before yesterday, but she's been dominant. And because I didn't know, that doesn't mean she's been dominant. Super impressive resume. She might be back. She might not. We shall see.
We shall
see.
Hey, look, before we get out of here, man, I just, you know, I had dropped something a couple weeks ago. Like, man, y'all go do a good deed, man. Y'all get y'all 20 minutes of exercise a day. Go get you a walk around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Do something. Get active for 20 minutes a day, man. That's coming from AB today.
Hey, y'all heard it. Active. I'm hitting them hills today. Y'all got any hills out there in Charlotte?
Nah, yeah, we got some hills.
Okay,
definitely got some hills. I'm about to get my workout in now. Hit this iron.
Ooh, yeah, won't have many hills down here, but the one that we do have, Vista View. I'm gonna be there around 6 if y'all want to pull up. Vista View Park, running these hills.
How many you doing?
10. So what I do is I get 10, but it's like non-stop, so it's kind of conditioning as well. But I hit the hill, come down, 25 push-ups, right back up the hill, right back down, 25 push. So it's 10 hills, 10 hill sprints, 250 push-ups. It'd be over and shit. I'm gonna try to get it done in less than 15 minutes a day. But
that's what I will ask you. Like you time yourself?
It's only my third time doing it since I started, and I didn't time the first two, but I'm gonna time this one, and then everyone from this one on, I gotta beat my previous time.
Better.
So yeah. Hey, we always say if you ain't get better, you get worse, baby. That's life.
Right. That's life, baby.
There you go, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with us once again. Go check out Joy's interview. Go check out Jim Trotter's interview. Go check out Harrison Smith's interview. And we'll have some more dope ones coming for you guys in the future. Appreciate y'all tapping with us. M2M Live. Keep the conversation going on the socials. See y'all Monday.
Peace.
Boop, 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 boop. All right, y'all be easy.
All right.